Hey there, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. I just wanted to do a little updated feeding routine for our dogs so that you guys can get a just an updated version. So we have here the mix that we've been doing. We're still mixing the foods until we migrate over to the origin, and then we'll be migrating over to the whole prey or our own. First, we'll do our own raw mix, our own raw food, and then we'll do the whole prey diet. So anyway, okay, so here we go. So first off, I'm gonna have Savannah keep an eye on that food. Come on, come on, puppies. Come on, good girls. So first, we're gonna put down one here. Good, good girl. Let her eat there. Velocity, come here. Come on. We'll grab this one for Velocity. Velocity, come here. Good girl, good girl, good girl. We'll put hers right there.
Preacher, stay out of it.
Helps having my daughter here. Cashmere can eat hers there. And Preacher, right here, can have his right there. Perfect. You'll have to mind our carpet there. It needs to be cleaned, unfortunately. My daughter has been hanging out downstairs. I've been working from home recently, and she's been hanging out downstairs with the puppies and hasn't been... You see that face? Yeah. Hasn't been the best about letting the pups out. So they've soiled that carpet, which is why we bought a new one, but we won't trash it. We'll clean it. So you need to be, aware of that and prepared for it. So once they're done, I pick it up. Here you go, Savannah. See? Blondie. We check them for trying to get into each other's food. Cashmere's done. Good girl, Cashmere. And that's not their full feeding. We try to split it up. If we're not going anywhere during the day, and I know that we're not going to, then I'll split their feedings up into 2 or even 3 if it's a puppy. The adults, if I know we're going somewhere, I don't feed them until the end of the day because I don't want them running around with food in their stomach because it could cause the stomach to flip and it could cause, I think it's called torsion. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but there's a word for it. Great Dane owners will know this because it's a really common issue with that breed. But the stomach will twist, will flip over on itself, which then closes off the entry to the stomach and all that, and it causes a lot of problems. It causes bloating, and it causes the circulation to stop, and it's a lot of bad stuff. So, yeah, so that's Cashmere trying to pee near where Velocity peed, and that's kind of her way of showing dominance. And just like we said, as you can see, she just pooped just there. It's really important that you take your dogs out right after they eat, or even just feed them outside like this, because they're always going to go to the bathroom right after they're done eating. It's just what they're going to do. Yep, see Preacher's smelling hers. He knows she's fixing to go into heat, so he's reading those signs. He's watch, and then you'll see him do this. With cats, it's called the Flehmen response. I don't know what it's called in dogs. Horses do it too, where they'll smell it, and then they'll with horse or with cats and stuff, what they do is they open their mouth and pull their mouth back, and there's something about it in the nasal or whatever, they make this face. With dogs, what they do is they kind of they taste it a little bit, and they kind of like run it through their mouth, like they'll kind of chomp on it a little bit, like you know, I know it's hard to explain. And then they will, you'll get a little bit of like it'll look kind of like they're foaming a little bit the mouth, because that's him kind of chomping on that taste and trying to make sense of it and see where she's at. But it's not the same as like a horse or even a cat, the way that they lift that upper lip kind of thing. Savannah, honey, can you do me a favor and do poop patrol real quick? I know you already did it this morning, but we've got some more. So like I said in an earlier video, we do clean up our yard. Every morning we come through, we pick up the poo. It goes in that bag. That's just for the day. We take it out every day. And then we come out with our power washer here and we wash it all. Not the poop. We just wash away the pee and any remnants so that there's no smell. And so that it's nice and clean and sanitary for our neighbors and just for us and our dogs and all that. We don't want them tracking through poo, bringing it in the house. It needs to be very clean, because we do, you know, we live very close quarters with our dogs. You know, they sleep in our bed, so they get lots of baths. And we make sure that, like I said, that they are operating in a very sanitary environment. Let's get them some more water. You're a good girl. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's kind of counterproductive, isn't it? Let's get that down. Bring the pressure down so we can fill it up. Huh? Yeah. Well, it's good to clean the bowl though too. Can you get that for me, please? Thank you, ma'am. Perfect. Okay. So as you can see, everybody ate. Now, if you only have one dog or even two, I highly, highly, highly suggest that when you feed them, but that, you know, when you put that food down, that you make them sit, make them wait patiently, look up at you, and be very patient and wait for their food. And you should even be able to put your food down, and they should still be looking up at you, waiting for the release to be able to eat the food. Very important. It's not as essential with me because I work with my dogs so much. I take them out, I do a lot with them, I do a lot of obedience. But if it's just you and you're just kind of, you know, getting used to having a dog, or even trying to establish, you know, your role as an authority figure, that's a really great way to do it. It's very simple and easy to do. So we've got all of our puppy materials up here. This is everything we have to, well, not that carpet, but this stuff over here to maintain a sanitary play area for the dogs. But we need to take that carpet and get it cleaned. But in the meantime, we're airing it out. It sucks. But that's what happens when kids and dogs meet. Woman, if you don't quit licking me, I swear to goodness, I'm wearing pants. So licking me is a weird feeling right now. You better quit it, girl. You're a good girl. Oh, I love it. You see a preacher trying to mess with her? Okay, that's it. All right, all right. See, she keeps following me, licking me. I wonder if I have something on my pants. All right, you got it? Perfect. All right, so we'll come down and we'll wash this off again, just because you'd be surprised how much dog pee can smell. Yep. We just follow it down.
And Alex it drenches